He had just gotten off the plane and was going through customs. A security officer stopped him and took him into the office. Frank, who was across the street, spoke a lot of English to him, but it didn't understand. Frank saw that it didn't understand and took out an apple and a bag of chips and smashed them on him. They took away his passport and took him downstairs. The security officers gave him a couple of shopping coupons and a pager and walked away. He asked the security guy what his name was and the security guy answered him. He still didn't understand what was happening. Suddenly he saw the news from his hometown on TV, and it turned out that there was a war in his hometown. He didn't know what to do and his eyes were blurred with tears. All he could do was sleep here for the night and get a new visa the next day, hoping to get out. It turned out that after a whole day he was still refused. He could only accept the fact that he was a stateless person who was not accepted. That's when Frank approached him, as if to let him out of the glass door in private. After the guard leaves, he looks out the door at New York, his destination. He wanted to step through the door, but hesitated. His passport had been confiscated. Wouldn't a private exit be smuggling? Was this the only way he could fulfill his father's last wish in an undignified manner? Just as he was hesitating, he realized that the camera next to him was watching him. It turned out to have been watching him the whole time. He decided to wait for a legal opportunity to enter the United States. After a few days of familiarization, he gained an understanding of the airport layout and found a way to make money. Put the jumbled luggage carts in their designated spots and take out the store coins to fix 3 meals a day. A man claiming to be an airport liaison deprives him of the opportunity to work. As he begins to worry about 3 meals a day, he is approached by Enrique, a restaurant worker. Enrique promises to feed him while he provides Enrique with information about Dolores, the visa officers. So he went to Dolores every day for his visa and became a middleman between them. Later, he tried to apply for some jobs, but no one wanted this man with no skills, no money, and no background. Until a construction company saw his skills and gradually he accumulated some money. During his time at the airport, he spent his days applying for visas, keeping an eye on the situation back home, and spending a lot of time learning English. Enrique also introduces him to his friends, such as Gupta, the cleaning lady. Meanwhile, a stewardess named Amelia comes into his heart. He has been waiting for a chance to meet her. In the last encounter, she tells him that she is in love with a married man who is unable to give her a stable home. She invites him to join her for dinner, but has to decline due to her inability to leave the airport. He doesn't know how to explain it to her, but he feels he could be more proactive. That day, Frank suddenly approaches him. It turns out that a Bulgarian man had bought some medicines from Canada and was detained by Frank when he was changing planes in the bus. He was agitated and only he could understand his language. After communication, it turned out that he had bought the medicine to save his critically ill father, but he didn't know that he needed a license to purchase the medicine. In desperation, he knelt down and begged Frank to release him, but Frank insisted on arresting him. Suddenly he thought of a rule. If the medicine was for animals, he didn't have to issue a license. So he told Frank that the medicine was for goats. Because of the difference in dialect, he misinterpreted it as his father. So Frank had no reason to grab the medicines, and he exonerated the Bulgarian. This is a complete violation of Frank's authority, and Frank threatens to never let him set foot in New York. He is antagonized by Frank. His plan to invite Amelia is realized with the help of a friend. He looks forward to meeting her again, and for this meeting he builds a fountain in her honor. But Amelia seems to know about his being torrented, and she is absurd about it. He explains to her the purpose of his visit to New York. His father had written hundreds and thousands of letters over 40 years in order to collect the signatures of 57 jazz musicians, but was still one signature short before he died. Gradually, Amelia listened thoughtfully as she asked, "Are you living here to fulfill your father's dying wish?" While that was his immediate motivation for coming to New York, he found another meaning in his time at the Rapids airport. He wasn't just waiting to enter New York, he was waiting for every encounter with Amelia. 9 months into his detention, the "we're back home" hints. Friends celebrated him, and Amelia came. She brought with her an emergency visa for memory days that would allow him to enter New York. At the same time she said goodbye to him, the emergency visa still needs the signature of the airport director. But by this time, Frank has begun to block him in every way. He threatened him with his friends that he would fire Enrique and deport Gupta, who was wanted by the Indian government. He voluntarily chooses to leave the U.S. Although he is not willing to do so, he prefers not to have his friends implicated. He promises Frank that he'll choose to go home. But while he is waiting for his flight, something sensational happens at the airport. Gupta runs towards a starting airplane with a mob and forces it to stop. He shouted, "I'm going home!" He knew Frank was using it to threaten him, with an active option to be deported. More and more people support him, and they chased after him to get him gifts. He made his way to the exit and the security staff. They were relieved for him. Eventually, he walked through that glass door into New York and got his signature. It was time to go home. The 9 months at Quantico Airport taught him the meaning of waiting. Waiting is our daily routine, maybe for an autograph, a position, a wish, or a person. Not every way is fruitful. What matters is that we had waited with our hearts.